creating a word problem. Today your homework is to create a word problem to match an equation that you are already given. So today I'm just going to use the sample problem. 800 plus A plus 400 equals 1,900. Now, as you notice, I have this letter here. When a letter is used in a math problem, we call that letter a variable. It's used in place of a blank spot or a question mark or the part of the problem that we don't know we're trying to figure out. That's called a variable. It's just simply the letter. So when you are creating a word problem, you want to come up with an object. Rings, balls, boats, trees, people, shoes, anything like that. You want to put your characters and things into your story to make it a little bit interesting. You're going to write a sentence about each number and add the label to it. And then in the label would be what you came up with, what your object is. And then you're going to use words to help the solver, the problem solver who's solving your problem, know which operation to pick. And in this case, we see that it's addition, but we want them to use subtraction in order to figure out the missing part of it. You could use addition if you just use this variable spot as a blank spot and adding it all together to add up to 1,900. But we're looking for our reader to use either way. But you want to lead them to figure that out either way. And then you want to ask a question. So here we are. I started off with my total, which is 1,900. There are 1,900 rings, as my example is in the story, in a jewelry store. So I'll put a character and things in my story. 800, notice that's my first number, 100 are gold. Some, because I don't know the amount for the variable A, some are silver and 400 are brass. How many rings are silver? So you just want to ask a question that's going to lead the problem solver to look at your problem to try to figure out the missing part of it or what the variable is in this problem. So that's what you're going to do. If you were going to solve this yourself, what I would do, I would add the two known parts together, 800 plus 400. I know that's 1,200. And I know I want to find the difference between the rings I have and the total. So I am actually going to subtract. Your problem solver may not choose to use subtraction. They may just put that together and be able to count up from 1,200 to 1,900, and that's a way to solve it as well. So 1,900 minus 1,200, I can take 0 ones away from 0 is 0, 0 tens away from 0 is 0, 2 hundreds away from 9 is 7, and 1,000 away from 1,000 is 0. So therefore, I do not need the comma or to write a 0 at the beginning of my problem. My answer is 700. I would label that. I know I'm talking about 700 silver rings. And that is creating a word problem to match an equation.